and welcome to my channel. I'm Alexis. This is Chance. Hello. Hello and welcome to my new channel. I'm Alexis and this is Chance. I'm so excited to start this journey with you all, and I hope to give you all the cute content, but I also want these videos to provide value in some sort of way. I'll be covering a wide range of topics on this channel, from fashion, beauty, Q&A, home decor, vlogs, you name it. But at the end of the day, I really want to inspire and teach and empower those people that watch these videos. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell. I'll be posting another DIY next week. So today is going to be a video on how to tie-dye matching sets. I did an Instagram poll and you guys picked this one first. It's a really fun activity, especially right now since we are all in quarantine. I'm seeing these everywhere right now and I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. So before you start, these are all the things that you will need: a crew neck, sweatpants, shorts, or any white garment. You just want to make sure that it is mainly cotton. Today I'm using RIT dye. You're going to need dye bottles, rubber bands, a table cover, garbage bag, plastic bag of some sort. I've been spray painting a lot recently, so I do have like the painter's tub right now, so I'm just using that. Paper towels, salt, and dish soap. The dish soap basically helps reduce the surface tension so that the dye can absorb better into the fabric, and it basically promotes level dyeing to make sure everything turns out as even as possible. RIT dye's website says that salt is used to enhance the color, so the water that you'll need to be using needs to be really hot, preferably at 140 degrees Fahrenheit. I just put a pot of water on the stove and kind of just let it almost get to a boiling point and then just turn it off and let it cool down for a second. It's important to have very hot water because that helps the dye attach to the fabric. So I recommend doing a test swatch. You can just take an old washcloth or something like that and you can adjust accordingly. If you end up putting too much dye, you can get another bottle, add a lot of water to it, and you can kind of transfer. I've already done a handful of these and I'll end up putting up clips just to show you how everything turned out. I'll also be talking about a giveaway in this video, so be sure to check that out. So let's get into it. So I have the salt, rubber bands, Dawn dish soap, and I'm going to be using rose quartz from RIT. It's this really cute like peachy pink. And then a dye bottle. I got this one specifically at Michael's. They had a pack of 2 for like $2, so I thought that was a good deal. And then I also have the biker shorts ready, as well as a crew neck. You do want to make sure that everything is damp, of course, so let's get started. So I do like this, but when it washes and dries, it is going to get lighter. So I want it to be a tad bit darker. Not that much. And then same thing, just want to mix it really quick. And try it out again. And then that is what it's looking like compared to this. Probably when it washes and dries, it's gonna end up more like this. But for the dye, I'm gonna make it a tad bit darker. I'm going to take the shorts first. They recommend wearing gloves just for staining purposes. I haven't had any issues with staining or anything, so I'm just not gonna use gloves. The method I'm going to be doing is called the Crinkle Method. Basically, all you're going to do is crinkle up the fabric, and you're basically just going to do that all around. And there's not really a rhyme or reason to it. You know, you just want to, you know, something of that sort. Okay, so right now we have this little shape. You don't really need a rubber band to hold it together since it is already really small to begin with. So all I'm going to do is take the dye and start applying it evenly all over, and then I'm going to flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Alright, so once I flip them over, you can see we have a nice little pattern going. Alright, so now that we have it laid out, I'm just going to go ahead and crinkle it up. Again, if you want to just take both hands and kind of just pinch together, kind of randomly. Okay, so at the end you'll have something like this, and I am going to rubber band it for right now, but a little later on, once I'm done with the second side, I'm going to take off the rubber bands and just finish it manually. So now that we have this all banded up, we're just going to do the same thing and apply evenly to both sides. Okay, so it'll look something like this so far. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the rubber bands off and lay it out flat. I'm actually really stoked how this has turned out. I just want to add a little bit more dye so that it matches the shorts. You see how the shorts are a little more covered, it has a little less white space, so I'm just going to randomly crinkle again where I see fit. All right, so there we have the shorts and the crew neck. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put them in a plastic bag. I usually keep mine in the tub just to let it sit overnight because you really want the fabric to be stained and dyed completely. You want to have as little washout as possible because again, once you put it in the washer and dryer, it is going to fade a little bit. Hi guys, so it is the next day. I've already washed and dried the new set and I absolutely love how it turned out. Let's see if we can get a little close up. Love it so much. So I'm going to, I guess, give a little rundown of all the other ones I've already done. And then pardon this mirror for right now. I got it for the next DIY video that I'm doing. That will probably be uploaded next week. Okay, so I am completely obsessed with this color. I mixed a pearl gray with, I think it's called Hyacinth or Hyacinth. The purple is really pigmented, so I had to dilute it a lot. So I added in a tad bit of the pearl gray and you get this like very nice kind of like washed out purple. It's not exactly like a lilac, it has a little bit more gray to it, which I kind of prefer other than like a straight purple. But I absolutely love how this one turned out. So with this one, I went ahead and did the taupe first, and then I let that sit overnight, and then I did a really diluted tan the next day. I've noticed with the tan, it actually turns out to be this like really nice mauve pink color. So it's not tan by any means, but it does rinse out to be this like really beautiful color. So yeah, I'm obsessed with it. So this is the second to last one that I'll show. This one is pearl gray mixed with black. I applied both colors at the same time, so I went in first with the black, and that will always wash out to be this kind of like really dark purple. And then after that, I applied a really diluted pearl gray for all of the spots where there was white showing. All of these that you're seeing, I'm actually gonna just like throw into an Etsy store. I've wanted to start my little shop for a really long time, but ever since this quarantine happened and I've been home in Florida at my parents', it gave me like a really good chance to actually start and like work on things. And it's nice too because they do have like a patio outside, and you know, in Richmond it's a little hard to find those areas, especially right now all the studios would be closed down. So yeah, if you're interested in any of these, they'll be available in my shop. And then this one is the last one. It is just the dye called Petal Pink, and it has like maybe a little bit of like purple undertones, and it's a little more peak toned than the rose quartz. The rose quartz has a little more of like a yellow or an orange undertone. So this one's gonna be more of like a true pink instead of like a yellow tone pink, I suppose. So the giveaway will be for 2 matching tie-dye sets. I know things are a bit crazy right now, and I personally love making these, and you know, I'd love to send a couple to you guys. They can be whatever size, you know, whatever color or colors you want to use. It'll be completely custom made. To enter, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, and then also follow me on Instagram at Alexis. There's going to be a giveaway post, and all you have to do is tag a best friend or whoever you want to share a matching set with. And if you want to comment what colors you'd pick, I think that'd be cool too. Just be sure to tag a friend, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to this channel. I'll be announcing and tagging the winner on Instagram, so be sure to keep an eye out. And thank you so much for watching, and click subscribe and the bell and do all the things.